The Euro was a coastal steamer. It was built in 1874, originally for the Port Pirie Trade in the Spencer Gulf. It was operated by the Adelaide Steamship Company. It was later leased by the Adelaide Steamship Company, who had a fair monopoly on shipping around much of Australia in that period. And it was destined for the southeast coast run, servicing ports such as Kingston southeast, Robe, and also Port McDonald. She was at some point converted or had a refit, and its tonnage was increased to 380 tonnes. She was about 15 metres long, so it was a reasonable size vessel. In relation to its sinking, the captain reported that the ship struck a submerged rock some 3 miles offshore, this being about 10-12 miles north of Beachport, and that whilst attempts were made to pump the water, it was not able to be brought under control. The captain reported that he steered the vessel towards the coast to try and improve the likelihood of abandoning the ship safely. There were about 70 people on board, all inclusive of passengers and crew, about 40 of them being passengers. The vessel was also carrying about 30 tonne of general cargo as well. Everyone survived the foundering except for one young lady about 25 years old from Mt Gambier. She prematurely jumped into the ocean and was knocked by some debris, which subsequently knocked her unconscious and she drowned. Whilst the skipper had reported hitting a rock 3 miles out to sea, I am suspicious that may have not been the case. Speaking with professional fishermen of that work the area, they don't have knowledge of any potential danger some 3 miles out. In my first search, being a comprehensive sounding, I found north of the wreck a significant reef system running perpendicular to the coastline, and in fact that runs more than 1.5 miles out to sea. It's my suspicion that the skipper's collected the outer edge of that reef system and has caused the damage from whence he steamed inshore. The reef system comes up in areas less than 2 metres below the surface, so it's certainly a high risk. Of further interest is that the reef system is still not marked on charts even today, so it certainly wasn't charted back then. My suspicion is the skipper was steaming closer to shore than reported, and has subsequently collected that reef. There's also reef systems running parallel to the shoreline, closer inshore of the wreck, however substantially around the wreck, both north and south as well. So hence the difficulty in me sounding out a clean target. I started research on the SS Euro approximately 14 months ago, reading newspaper articles of the period and also looking at archive records, and discussion with some professional fishermen and other people who had an interest in the Euro as well. Ideal sea conditions are needed to access this area. It's a high energy area, large swells, pretty rough conditions underneath, poor visibility, and it just needs all the ideal sea conditions to come together to make it a worthwhile effort to go out. I hope you enjoyed this short video on the SS Euro. Thanks for watching.